They don't believe I'm Hello. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is Friday. Today is November the 10th. Friday. Thank God it's Friday, right, everybody? I think I sound better. Hopefully today's stream won't be too bad. Let's switch over, people. Hello, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing today? It is a lovely Friday evening. Rather dreary day over here in Jersey. It's mostly gray skies, a little bit of drizzle today, but for the most part, still beautiful out. Not too sunny, not too cold. It was kind of just right. As always, I am your host today, Shizusan, and the very beautiful CC or C2 with me here as my new assistant for today's episode, which is episode 55 of the Doll Symposium. Welcome, everybody, to today's stream. Kitten Cat Shop, welcome. Mika7, welcome. Yo, Batman Jackson, welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody, and welcome everyone that's watching this later on the VODs. It's good to be back. It's good to be sounding better. I hope I sound better. As most of you know, there was no episode of Beyond the Doll last week. I fell immensely sick, which is in a way a good thing, right? Because Anime NYC is coming up next week, so it's better that I get sick now, get it all out of my system, and then I'll be raring to go, and I don't have to be worried about getting re-sick for the convention. But my voice has just started clearing up. Yesterday it was still somewhat kind of weird and clogged up, but today I feel good. I feel much more relaxed. My voice, my throat, everything feels great. Poor kids though. So they got sick like right before I think it was like the day before Halloween. So both the kids got sick, and both the kids weren't able to do any trick-or-treating this year. So felt bad for them. But you know, we got some candies for them though anyways to have for this year. But because they got sick, obviously I was next in line to get sick, and now my wife is currently sick. So it's running its course through the house. But enough about me, guys. I know that you guys are here for the news, for the Doll Symposium stuff. So let me shrink my screen. Oh my god, that's enlarging my screen. Let me shrink my screen so that this way we can get started. I think I need to get a new mouse because my mouse is triple clicking everything I touch. Holy bejeez, I didn't want it to do that. Oh, stop. Okay. Now, to start off this week in the news, oh, here we go. It's starting now. It's starting again. I thought I was good. See, I jinxed it. Starting with today's episode, obviously next week is going to be Anime NYC. It's going to be November 17th to November 19th. It's a 3-day con, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Smart Doll will be there. And Danny Chu will be there. See, I said something, and now my voice is starting to get all sorts of raspy again. So let's check it out. We have the exhibitor list. This is going to be like the rest of the video tonight now. Kitten Cat Shop, your badges showed up today? I know, I'm jealous. I saw your badges. You got Toilet Bound Hanako. So we go down to the S's, and there we are. Smart Doll. Danny Chu officially announced, I think it was like last week, that they are going and that they will be there. So there's a couple things to talk about that. Most of the stuff we'll get into when we get to the Smart Doll section of today's episode. But for now, just mentioning that, hey, I'm going to be at Anime NYC. So is Smart Doll, and so is Danny Chu. They're going to be there. It's going to be booth 1241. Which is pretty nice. We're sandwiched in between Hoyoverse and the Good Smile Company, which is like to our left and right of us, which that's going to be fun. I can't wait. But going back to the main page. So Anime NYC's next weekend. That's suffice to say, there will be no episode of Beyond the Doll next week either, because Anime NYC will be there. I will be there all weekend, helping out at the Smart Doll booth. But I will also be hosting a doll meetup. So the doll meetup is going to be on Saturday, November 18th at 2 p.m. And it's going to be in the, what's it called? The little food court area. There's going to be a food court area right when you pass in through the ticket door place. And you take the escalators down, and you could see it from the second floor. You could just look down and see the entire food court area. And we're going to be there at 2 p.m. Now, it's only going to last an hour. So 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And that's because I have obviously other obligations that I need to attend to while I'm at the con. So I will only be there for an hour, but the rest of you are welcome to stay a lot longer if you want to stay longer and hang out at that table. There will also be a scavenger hunt for Anime NYC. So there'll be a scavenger hunt. There will be 4 prizes, first place, second place, third place, and a bonus prize. It is important to note that first, second, or third place can also qualify and get the bonus prize. It's really whoever comes to me with the scavenger hunt item of the bonus prize requirements. Whoever gets to me first will get it. Now, you don't even have to go for first, second, or third place in order to get the bonus prize. You could just go straight for the bonus prize if you want to do that also. I will announce what the terms and what the scavenger items you have to find will be at the end of the doll meetup. So that this way everybody can enjoy themselves at the doll meetup, hang out, have fun, and then at the end of it, I will announce what you need to find, and then the first 3 or 4 people that come and bring me their results at the Smart Doll booth will be the winners. So that's how it's going to work. First place is going to get a doll item, okay, and then they're going to get a doll, excuse me, can't talk now. First place is going to get a doll item. It's a very small doll item, okay? It's coming straight out of my pockets. There's no sponsorship, nothing like that. So it's just coming straight out of my pocket. It's just a little item from me to you for thank you for attending and coming out to hang out at the doll meetup. You'll also get a normal prize as the first prize winner. Then second and third place will have the same prizes. And then the bonus prize will be the same as second and third place. But you don't have to go through the whole scavenger hunt if you just get the one bonus prize thing. Or you can get all the items on the scavenger hunt and the bonus prize, and you'll have 3 prizes, essentially. But, excuse me. I think it happens when I talk, because all day I have not coughed, but also all day I have not said a word. I've been, like, quiet. Start talking, all of a sudden, here it comes. Let's see. Mika7 says, so excited, I'm planning to cosplay Anya Forger from Spy Family. Oh, cool. Mika, you're going to be there, Anime NYC? Excuse me. I hope to see you there. And then scruffy-looking nerd hoarder. This could be bad, but Smart Doll and Good Smile next to each other. Yeah, Good Smile is like, it's like across the aisle and 2 booths over, if I remember from the map. It's not that far. And knowing Good Smile, they always have these big signs, so you could probably see the sign very clearly from the Smart Doll booth. But yeah, Good Smile company will be pretty close to us. And then, oh, I should have known, Corey. Scruffy looking Nerf order. Okay, all right, I get it. It's a good one. I like it. Let me get a drink of tea because my throat is not liking this. Okay, so that's my little public service announcement for Anime NYC. I'm actually going to talk a little bit more about Anime NYC during the Smart Doll section, since Smart Doll is going to be going. So there's a couple things that I want to go over, and I'll save that specific part for that section. But that's really everything for my major announcements for Anime NYC as of right now. I will do live streams. I'm planning on doing 2. Possibly a 3rd. I don't know if the 3rd will happen or not, but more than likely 2. It's more than likely going to be like a live stream around the booth, you know, just to show you guys what's going on. And then another live stream just to show you guys like as much as I can show you of the con. It's not a big metal box because the Jacob Javits Center is, what's it called? it's a big glass building, so I should get service. I shouldn't have any issues streaming, but if I do, that's not going to be cool. But it should be okay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, so for today's episode, as always, we're going to start with some Dolphy Dream news, and boy, is there quite a bit. Is there quite a bit to go over? I should have this cough and everything all gone before Anime NYC. Just letting you guys know, I've been on like antibiotics for like 8 days. Okay, so it should be good. First up, just a quick little reminder. We've been talking about this for quite some time now, and it's coming to a close. So Volks International website and Volks USA website has their Anya Forger Spy Family pre-order project, which means if you pre-order anytime within the time frame of October 6th, which already passed, to November 26th, which is coming up soon. It's coming up in 2 weeks. So you really only have 2 weeks left to pre-order Anya if you have not pre-ordered her already. Just remember that her pre-order is going to be either a full deposit, or you can make 2 deposit payments, one during pre-order and one when she's actually released. Same thing with her extra clothing set and the little lion doll. You can make a full payment pre-order, or you can break it up into 2 deposit payments. So that's up to you, but make sure you do visit Volks International website and the Volks USA website if you want to pre-order Anya Forger in her new Chimiko body within 2 weeks, because it's going to end soon. All right, November 26th is when it's going to end. So if you want her, make sure that you guys go and check it out. Next up, now this one I'm excited for. Volks has created what's called the Dolphy Carry-On Trunk. This pre-order has started from November 11th to November 19th. Now, I know a lot of you have been asking in Facebook groups and forums and all different kinds of things, how do you travel with your doll? Well, it looks like Volks has answered the call on this one, as has created a carry-on. So let's go to the black one. Let's look at the black one. This is 26,400 yen, roughly about $185, I want to say, given the currency of the yen, the exchange rate at the time when you purchase this item. Now, here's the only thing that you guys are not going to like. It says it right here. This product is sold in Japan only. You can only get this in Japan. You can only reserve this in Japan, which means for us international buyers, fat chance we can't get them. But if you have a friend that lives in Japan, or you hire a proxy service in Japan to get this for you, you could probably get your hands on one. But basically what it is a carry-on size rolling suitcase from when you travel on the airplane. Now, it's important to note that this is TSA lock certified and approved. You can see it here in this picture. It has the TSA lock. This is what it looks like from profile. Excuse me. And it has a very special compartment that kind of opens up where the dolls can come out. This is what it looks like when you open the main compartment, okay? And then this is what it looks like when you open the special compartment. So you can actually open it, and it has what you can see up here in this upper part. There's like a visor that kind of goes across to protect the doll. So for example, if you open that secret compartment and I don't know, it's raining or somebody spilled a drink or you drop something, it won't drop on the dolls. It'll hit that little like screen visor thing that's on there, whatever it's called. It'll hit that first. And then you can remove it. There's like clips or something, and I saw in the other pictures, and then your dolls are sitting there. Now, it does say that you can fit up to 2 to 4. I think it says SDM or mini Dolphy Dreams, or you can fit 2 full-size Dolphy Dreams in there. Here's another picture. You could see the TSA lock on there. So it is TSA lock approved for flying. You can see the rolling handle that comes out. You can see this is the inside of it, the main body portion, and the other portion for the dolls. Now, the special doll compartment, from what it looks like it handles Dolphy Dreams very well if you put 2 mini Dolphy Dreams from the picture that was prior. This one. too many Dolphy Dreams fitting in there. But I think if you had a full-size Dolphy Dream, you maybe only be able to fit one in this special compartment. But obviously, if you use the other compartment, which is the main compartment here, which is much deeper, you could probably put 2 full-size Dolphy Dreams in there. And this is what it looks like when it's rolling behind you. Here's another picture of like that valence. So here's a full-size doll. So you can only fit one full-size. And I'm assuming it's some kind of kneeling or sitting position in this. And you could see like the little flap that comes over that protects the dolls when you first open the side door of the suitcase or whatever. Let's see. Then there's another picture here, just kind of looking like that. This is a very cool product. I will try my best to get my hands on one, and if I can get my hands on one, I will do a full video review of it to show you guys what it looks like. But I actually made my own rolling suitcase specifically for dolls that I custom made myself, and it looks really crappy because I custom made it myself, but it can hold up to 4 dolls in mine. And then on the other compartment, I can put a whole bunch of other stuff like camera gear, extra clothing, etc., etc. And it looks like Volks has thought of the same idea and has created their own. So I'm happy about this. This is pretty cool. I want to see what an officially licensed product would look like. And for those of you that were looking for an option to travel with your dolls, this might just be the one. Problem is, it is only sold in Japan. Pre-order period already started November 11th, which was yesterday for them. Or no, is that? No, that's actually right now. It actually starts right now for them. It is November 11th for them right now. And then it ends on November... What is it? It doesn't say. It says November 00 on here, which I don't really know what that means. Is there a specific? It doesn't say. But it does give dimensions here. Look at this. Let's see. The width is 35 centimeters. Depth is 24 centimeters. Height is 49 centimeters. Total size of the 3 sides, 108 centimeters. So it is 49 centimeters in height. Obviously, our dolls are 60 centimeters. So they are going to have to kneel or somehow be, put in a certain way where they can like sit down and fit in there. The capacity is a 35-liter suitcase capacity. So if you know what that means, because I know that whenever they advertise these things for suitcases, normally they tell you if it's like a 35 or 50 or 60, whatever. So definitely check that out and see if you can get your hands on one. You would have to hire a proxy service in order to do it. But it says, you can see it here, fits up to 4 SDM and MDDs or 2 DD or SDs. It is equipped with a safe TSA lock mechanism. So very, very cool. I am super excited about this Dolphy carry-on. I think this looks amazing. It may be a bust, it may not, it may be super cool. I don't know, but I will try my best to get my hands on one. It's going to be rather difficult because I don't live in Japan, so I'm going to have to reach out to my proxy services, see if I can get my hands on one. But very, very excited. This is pretty damn cool. Now, next. There's another thing coming out this January 2024. It is only available for global VS or VIP members. Remember, VS and VIP are for Japanese residents only. So if you don't live in Japan, you are a global member. And if you're not a member, you can't participate in this. So go get a membership. It's very cheap. It's 800 yen a year, which in US dollars, with the conversion rate and everything, it's like $6. So it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. And essentially what it is ombre hair. So you get this platinum blonde wig with either a choice of blue gradation or pink gradation. Since I kind of think this looks a little purple more than blue, we're going to look at this picture. There you go. 7,260 yen, which is roughly about like $60. And you get this gradation hair or wig. I think it looks pretty cool. It definitely looks more purple to me. I don't know why they call it blue, It definitely looks purple, in my opinion. I may get my hands on this. I don't know if I really want it or not, because I don't really buy too many of the ombre gradation type hairstyles, but it's purple, so I might. But it is going to be 7,260 yen. It is going to start January. Let's see. Reception period goes in January. Oh, for the month of January. See, it's very confusing because it says release date November 6th, but the reception period doesn't start until January. It says Google Translate always fails me. But yeah, you could see it here in the picture, right here, January 2024 up until the 31st. So it's the entire month of January you have to pre-order this item. Now, if you do pre-order it, it won't be shipped out though until May of 2024. So just be wary of that. But this is the new special deal for GL, VS, and VIP members. Gosh, now that I started talking, it's like my voice is going all crazy. Okay. Let's keep it going. Now, next up, the Volks News 102. This is now out. You can purchase it basically for $0 on the international website. Just pay shipping. Now, this won't last forever. This is only going to be for, I guess, a limited time run. Don't think it says when it ends. Oh, no, it ends in December 5th. So you have till December 5th to do this zero-cost Volks News 102. Now, obviously, it's going to have all the new stuff for the Doll Party 50 that's coming up. So you're going to see like different things about the history of the Vocaloids being released and the new Miku NT, which we will talk about in a moment. Pink for Martin? Yeah, you could do a pink for Martin. That does make sense. You got me on that one. Yo, Ben Benjamin, what's up? Welcome to the stream. So now moving on. No, that's not it. That's the wrong one. Sorry. There we go. So, Doll Party 50 is going to be coming December 10th. We've been talking about this for quite some time, and every single time we have new information. So, this time around, we finally found out what they're going to be releasing. Now, I told you before, it could be a doll we never heard of. It could be the new Miku NT. It could be the new Freyren. And you know what? It's both of them. It is literally both of them. So at Doll Party 50 on December 10th, they are going to be releasing the new Hatsune Miku NT, which NT, I'm told, is new technology. I like this new outfit. I'm not a huge Vocaloid fan. I know Batman is a huge Vocaloid fan. But between the Mikus that have been released, I really like this outfit. Like the Snow Miku and the Sakura Miku outfits were pretty cool. But this NT outfit, I don't know, something about it I really like. Like I like this top, this white top. I like how they have the see-through fabric for the gloves. Some may say it's a cheaper quality because you actually had some kind of like pleather for the older ones. But then the older ones, if you didn't take care of them well, they got discolored. So there's a little problem with that. But with these, there's no discoloration when you have like see-through fabric, like the sheen kind of fabric with this. So that's not going to happen with that. But she looks great. I love the little like turquoise bow tie thing going on. Very, very, very nice. Going down, you'll see she has the painted fingernails. I'll mail you mine. I'm going to order Batman, you don't need to do that. But thank you for the gesture. What's it called? So you could see here with the sleeves, she has the sheen arm and it has all the little icy buttons. Whatever those things that are usually on her arm for the older one is still there on this sleeve. She does have the 01 tattoo. I'm assuming that the 01 tattoo is actually on the vinyl itself, and is not like the other one. What was it? Was it the Snow Miku that didn't have it on her body, and then you could buy the bodysuit that had the number on the bodysuit? Looking from this picture, there doesn't seem excuse me. It doesn't seem like there's a bodysuit on this Miku from this side profile. So it looks like the 01 number is on the actual vinyl. Now, whether or not that's on there on the doll when you get it, or if you have to put it on after the fact, we don't know. More pictures of her. The shoes are really nice. Very nice looking shoes. She has her headphones. She has her regular hands and her peace hands. Then both of them have painted fingernails. Let's see what else. All right, here's more of the gory details right here. Hatsune Miku, a Dolphy Dream base body, so she is going to be on the regular DDF3. She's going to be retailing at 75,900 yen. It's getting worse as the episode is going. I swear to God, I didn't talk all day. I was trying to save my throat the whole day, have it relaxed for you guys, and nope. It is not having it right now. So yeah, DD base body, super small chest, which is the norm for her. I believe all of her iterations all came with the super small chest. And it does have semi-white skin tone color, which has been her skin tone color for, I think, forever, right? Batman says they all came with water decals that you put on yourself until the reboot. It's pre-painted on the reboot bodies. Okay, thank you for that, Batman. So, yeah, you do have to add the numbers on yourself. And let's see, what else? I could have sworn there was more pictures on here. No, there was something else I wanted to show you guys. Ah, yes, this was it. So, the Hatsune Miku NT is going to be released during Doll Party 50 at the December 10th in Japan at the event. If you want her before anybody else, you're going to have to hire your proxy services in order to do so. But if you are not able to go to the event, then we have the announcement of Doll Party 50 after event. It seems to have been confirmed for January 13th of 2024, and Miku NT will be a part of this. Now, historically, all the after events have been Click Wars, so be on the lookout for this. If you do participate in the after event trying to get your hands on Miku NT, it is going to be a Click War. Unless they change the way they do things, historically, the after event has been a Click War. Although, on the flip side of it, the after event taking place on Volks USA is usually a lottery. So you have essentially 3 chances to get your hands on Miku NT. You could try to hire a proxy to get it at the event. You could try your Click War at the Doll Party International website after event, or you can try your hand at the lottery on the Volks USA after event. I know that the Volks USA is only available to United States individuals, or I think Canada as well. So if you are an international person in, let's say, Europe, you only have one chance, really. No, 2 chances. The event and the after event on the international website. Now, moving on. Next up, Freyren. This is another doll that we were talking about in the last episode of the Doll Symposium. And now we have more official pictures of what she's going to look like. This is the first one that they released. She is on a Dolphy Dream sister body and will be released at Doll Party 50 as another limited doll. More pictures of her. You can see her here with her suitcase and her staff. More pictures of her. It doesn't mention anything that I found so far about the ears being removable, so they might be permanent on elf ears. Let me see. Trying to see. Oh no, they are separate. They are separate. The elf ears are separate, so you can have her with the elf ears or not. Obviously, if you're trying to keep her in if you're trying to keep her character accurate, then you're going to leave the elf ears on. But I can see it in this picture, this miniature picture that they have here, the elf ears with the earrings already attached to it. Let's see. Getting to the nitty gritty of it all. It's the Dolphy Dream sister body in a semi-white skin tone color with a small chest. She's going to retail at 85,800 yen, which is a whole 10,000 yen more than Miku herself. Now, does it say it here specifically? Yes. It says ear parts. So she will have, I'm assuming, normal, I guess, looking classical styled ears, and then you just put the elf ears on top. Alternatively, they could do something radically different and just make the doll without no ears, like with 0 ears. And then there could be magnets in the head and you just pop the elf ears on. But I know Asuna Titania version had normal ears, and then you had the option to put the elf ears on or remove them. So I don't know if they're going to go with the same method for Frieren, which is still an anime I have to watch. I haven't gotten to it yet. Where is... Oh, here it is. So it looks like she comes with a coat as well. A coat and a scarf. That might be the secondary outfit. Or is it in the outfit list? Oh, no. It's actually in the actual outfit list. So she doesn't have a secondary outfit. It looks like this is all part... Oop, where'd it go? Looks like it's all part of her original outfit. So you got the stockings, the boots, the dress, the coat that goes over the dress, the shoulder coat, or whatever you call that part, the ears, you got the scarf, you have the little tie thing, the staff, and the overcoat. So it looks like it all comes with the doll. Maybe that's why she's 10,000 yen more, because she comes with a bunch of other stuff. Now, she also will be available at the Doll Party 50 after event on the international website on January 13th, if you were not able to get her at the actual event. I still have to watch this anime. Everybody keeps telling me it's so good, so I'll have to get around to it sometime. But yeah, 2 limited release dolls are going to be happening during Doll Party 50. And don't forget that we're also going to have the best of 20 selection at Dolpa 50. They still have not announced what the winners are for the Dolphy Dream, the outfit collection, and the mini Dolphy Dream / Dolphy Dream Sister / Dolphy Dream Pretty / Dolphy Dream Dynamite 3rd selection winner. I'm not so sure why Dolphy Dream itself had its own separate category and then all the other body styles were all crammed into one. It's probably because there's just more of them. Maybe. Who knows? Let's see. Batman Jackson says only Sakura. Miku isn't semi-white. Oh, Miku's not semi-white? I thought Miku was semi-white. Oh, I guess she's flesh-skinned. Well, the new Miku NT, is going to be semi-white, Batman Jackson. Another thing that's going to be happening at Doll Party 50 is the release of the brand new standard model mini Dolphy Dreams, which is Komei and Yuzu. So prior to this, the mini Dolphy Dream was only one standard type released, which was Liliru. Liliru was touch and go. Personally, I wasn't a fan of Liliru, but I know a lot of people really enjoyed her. And now with the release of Komei and Yuzu as the new standard release for mini Dolphy Dreams, I'm hearing mixed opinions from everybody. Some people love it, and some people are saying that they're too bland looking. I don't know, man. Like, at the very least, you get 2 choices. You have Komei and Yuzu for 2 different heads and 2 different makeup styles. Whereas before, you only had Liliru. And as beautiful or not beautiful as she was, depending on what side of the fence you were from, you were still stuck with that one face-up. Especially if you're the kind of individual that doesn't do custom face-ups and you just basically buy the character as is and use your character as is. then you're only stuck with that one look. I am always on the side of being able to make a choice. I like choices. I like having choices. I think it's great. I don't know if that's uniquely an American thing, if that makes me sound arrogant by saying that, but I just like having choices, and to be able to choose whether I want the Kome face up or the Yuzu face up is really nice. But for me personally, I like Yuzu. She's got that I don't trust you look. She's got that like I suspect you look, like danger stranger kind of look. Kome is very nice and cheerful, but I do like the look of Yuzu. I don't know. I just like that doubty look. Like she's just doubting you. She's like, "Why are you here? Who are you?" But I think both of them look really nice. Anglerfishy says, "I like them. They remind me of your versions on Candy and Mirai." That is true. Kome looks more like Mirai, and oh, you meant to say young. Yes, young versions of Candy and Mirai. Although Yuzu, she doesn't look like Candy. Although I guess I could see if it's like a pouty Candy. But again, they could be younger versions, maybe. But they look good. I think still a choice is better than no choice. And I do like this. I think this is very nice. Now, I think there's still some Lilirus around. I'm not entirely sure. But at the release of Dolpa 50, these two lovely ladies will be the new standard for mini Dolphy Dreams. So if you do like Liliru and you're a fan of Liliru, you might want to pick her up before she's all gone. You can see more pictures of them there. So cute. They are both going to be on the new Dolphy Dream MDD 2.0 DDF3 body. It's a mouthful. Here's the thing that I think is cool. These standard model girls will come with a head cap. I don't know if any of the other girls ever came with head caps, but I like this idea if this is new. Because that eliminates you having to buy a head cap. Now, I say having to, but you don't have to buy a head cap. But me personally, I usually buy a head cap for every new doll that I get. And I go one step further and buy multiple head caps, only because there have been times when I had the head cap stain and I had to throw it out so that it doesn't seep into the doll, where the head cap it stopped the staining, so to speak. But it's nice that this one comes with one. It's also going to come with a hair clip as well. So doubly nice. As you can see here, this is their standard outfits for all standard girls. Doesn't matter which one you buy. They always come with this little white slip, the hair wig, pantsu, and now a head cap. Now, starting price for these lovely ladies is 50,600 yen. So you're looking at below $500 for one of them. But you can see them here. Super cute. Look at Yuzu here. Look at that. Such an adorable little girl. All right, so I'm going to be launched at the Doll Party 50 as well as the Doll Party 50 after event that's going to take place on January 13th. Very cool. I like this. I approve. Very nice. Now, last but not least, Volks USA. Volks USA doesn't have anything. Again, the only thing they got going for them right now is the Spy Family thing. What's it called? New October outfit collection. They're having a Super Dolphy lottery system going on, and then the rest of this stuff is, quite frankly, there are other things. I could have sworn I had another page open I wanted to show you guys. Let me see if I can get to it. The one thing that I thought was really interesting that Volks USA had was these collaboration dolls. They still have quite a number available. Dolphy Dream Sister Saber, Shinsato, CL, Reina from Higurashi, and then these are all the other girls. Akira second version. You have the standard model girls here. See, Liliru is still in stock. And you have Jean Dolphy Dream from Fate Grand Order. These are all still available on Volks USA, except for Matoi. Matoi is out of stock. So if you want any of these lovely ladies, they're still in there. And your pre-order for Anya for Spy Family is right there at the bottom. But that's really it. I don't really have anything else for Volks USA this week. And that wraps up everything. Excuse me, for Volks USA news. I, honest to God, thought I was doing much better. No, I really am. No, I am feeling much better than I was last week. It's just, I thought my voice was going to be way more better. It's not cooperating with me tonight. All right, next up, Azone. Let's move on to some Azone news. So Azone is releasing 2 new girl... Excuse me. Azone is releasing 2 girls. Now, there's going to be 2 different versions, the store direct version and the normal version. And this is Popo. I still don't know how to say her name properly, so I'm still going to go with Popo. Where's my translation? Hello. Translate. So this is Popo from the Iris Collect Petite version. Oh my gosh. Okay, Iris Collection Petite version. This is Popo in the Fua Fua Sweet Cats version. Now this one in particular, I think this one is the store direct version of it with the blue hair. That's what she looks like. Such a cute little face. Now, her reservation period already started November 11th. Oh my God, people. I'm dying. Hold on. Where's my, Let me see if I can get a throat lozenge. Maybe this will be better. I'm hoping... I still have a whole nother week to feel better before Anime NYC. And I genuinely feel better. It's just my throat just won't let me talk. It's like very dry. Alright. Throat lozenge is in. So you have Popo here. She started November 11th, which is today in Japan. And she is available for pre-order until supplies last. So whenever the quantity is done for pre-orders, that's it. Obviously, they never tell you how many of them are available. Now, she's going to be released for 64,000 yen. It's going to be just about 500 bucks, roughly. And she's going to come on the AZT8 45 centimeter body with a small bust. Now, her body is going to be on the... Where is it? Why doesn't it say it here? You're killing me here. It doesn't help that it's hard to read on this background, too. Trying to find her skin tone color for you guys. Doesn't say. I'm assuming she's considered what is their like flesh skin tone color, but Google Translate is not working with me right now. Let's try out her sister. Let's try out the other Popo. So then this is the other version of Popo, the regular version, and she's in the pink. We're going to translate here. Again, 64,000 yen, same price, November 11th until supplies last. And does it say on this translation? Blah, 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 blah. No. It does not. Sorry, guys. I can't tell you the skin tone for this girl, but both of them will be on the AZT8 45 body for the very lovely Popo here, the Iris Collect Petite girl. Now, the one I wanted to really show you is, remember, we haven't heard any news from Azone for quite some time. That's because they were getting ready for the winter campaign. So Azone has announced their winter campaign starting November 17th of this year, and there's a couple things going on. Now remember, the winter campaign is an Azone store direct campaign. So this is not available for international buyers. But the reason why it's important, the reason why I tell you about it is anyways, because some people are traveling to Japan. Some people have proxies that they hire in Japan, so you could still get your hands on these things. Oh, going down. These are the special releases for the winter release. So you have the Boy by the Sea in a pure Nemo body. This is a little boy by the sea. This is the Alvastaria set. I will admit I know nothing about Alvastaria. The next one's another Alvastaria. And this is another pure Nemo character. And this is Milo from the Winter Underground. Another pure Nemo girl. Well, one little boy, now girl. Now, for the bigger dolls, you have Fuko, My Sweet Girl outfit set. This is Kureha in the pink version for Iris Collect, and this is the girl that you're going to get. She is the very lovely, Iris Collect girl, and now she's going to be coming on the 50 centimeter AZO2 body with the G bust. So G bust is rather large, and she'll be released for 49,000 yen. With tax, 53,900 yen, still going to be below the $500 mark. So you have her. That's going to be releasing during the winter event. And then you also have Fuko Girly Sweetheart Happy Sunny Day versions. Now, excuse me. For her version, you could see her. I like this outfit. This outfit is so cute. So for her version, she's also going to come on the 50 centimeter AZO2 body with the G bust. So same as the other one, just a different outfit here with the little beret, the cute little beret. You get the, what's that thing called? That goes over the shoulder. I think it's called the shawl, right? She's got the shawl. She got the pencil skirt and the blouse. Also comes with a purse and these little shoes here. So all four of these girls rather, are going to be a part of the winter campaign starting on November 17th in Azone stores in Japan. So make sure you let your proxies know that this is coming up and that you're interested for either Boy by the Sea, Milo from the Winter Underground. You got Kureha's My Sweet Girl pink version, and then you got Fuko Girly Sweetheart version. Now, another thing that's going to be coming up. This is going to be released in the winter campaign. This is the brand new AZT845 body. Now, we already have an AZT845, but what makes this different, apparently, is that this is the 2024 version. What is different? I honestly can't tell you, because it looks like the same body. It's probably just got more adjustments for posability. That's what I'm going to assume it is posability. Now, you can buy these base bodies just as they are for 24,000 yen or 26,400 yen with tax. Okay. But this is the new AZT845 2024 version of the body. And then down here we have new outfits that are coming out for the Azone girls. So you got a couple shoes here, you got some cat outfits here, and some dresses. You also have some schoolgirl outfits right here at the bottom. And that's pretty much everything for Azone that's going to be released for this new winter campaign thing. Let me see. Does it say anything specific? Right, so the store locations, Akihabara, Ikebukuro, Osaka. the Nagoya shop. And, oh, this is just Rakuten and Azone Net. All right. So that's everything. Excuse me. That's everything for Azone News. That's everything for Azone News for this week's episode. That brings us over to Smart Doll Land. Now, moving over to Smart Doll Land, there isn't too much that Danny has been posting as of late because he's been very busy organizing for Anime NYC and getting all the logistics done. One thing I do want to show you guys is this cool thing here. This is the new post-apocalyptic Kurta Salwar. So Danny wrote this whole thing out. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he basically wrote a whole thing out about the this new rich heritage thing from iconic movies of Amitabh Bachchan. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I could have seriously butchered that. But basically, this is his post-apocalyptic Kurta and Salwar set. I like this. I think it looks pretty cool. It reminds me of like this Prince of Arabia kind of thing, especially like what kind of gives me that vibe, especially is this like sash, this belt sash, and the flowy pants. It's a very nice outfit. I don't know if this is the color that he's going to be releasing this on as a production version, or if he has other colors in mind, or whatever. But it is a very nice outfit. I can't wait to see it in person. Hopefully I'll be able to see it at Anime NYC, but he hasn't mentioned if he's going to bring it or not, as this is only a prototype. But he did mention he is going to make a version of this for the pair body girls as well. So if you are interested in this outfit, definitely keep apprised of his Instagram where he's going to post more. Now, moving on more into November, a couple things were happening here. So he did a new outfit for Wednesday, and then he did release Legion in Cocoa, Tea, and in Gray. So that's very exciting news. What I want to show now, though, is this. So I told you we're going to talk about Anime NYC in the Smart Doll section, right? So Danny Chu's coming next week to New York City to Anime NYC. He's going to have a booth there. I will be there to help out. John and Sandy from My Lady Disdain will also be at the booth to help out. And this time around, he's decided that he is going to give the majority of the attention for the booth to his semi-real lineup of dolls, and as the official announcement of the Pair Girl release dolls. So if you're going to be attending Anime NYC, what you're going to be seeing displayed is going to be majority of all pair girls or semi-real girls. And the reason why is obviously he's launching a new line of dolls in the pear-shaped girls. But for the semi-real part is that for the past couple of years that he's come to Anime NYC, it's been pretty much all anime girls that were on display. There were very few semi-reals, like Independence was up there one year, and I think Majesty was up there one year, and Genesis was there one year, and they were semi-real as well, but the majority of the table and display dolls were all anime versions. So this year, we're going to have all semi-real girls and or pear-shaped girls. That is going to be available on this booth. This booth is for promotion reasons only, to spread the word of Smart Doll, what to expect when buying, and for people to have an idea to take a look at the new pear-shaped girl in person. The dolls that will be there are for display only. They're not for sale. Danny will not be selling anything, according to what he put in his post, at this con. Now, when he says he's not selling anything, he more than likely means dolls. I don't know if he's gonna... I don't know if he's gonna sell anything else. Historically, he's sold little things like glasses for Smart Dolls, some outfits, some t-shirts, and things of that nature. I don't know if he's going to do that this year. He hasn't mentioned anything like that happening this year. So it may just be a display of dolls. But you never know. Sometimes you could be pleasantly surprised and maybe he'll put something out for people to purchase. We just don't know. Nothing has been set in stone as of yet. So you can have an idea of what's going to be there. He's posted this picture here of a bunch of the pear-shaped dolls. And then he's posted a picture here. This is one of the banners I believe he's going to put up. You got the pear-shaped girl. You have the Coco Vitiligo girl. Oh, and here's their booth. So for those of you who are watching, Corey, you could see Good Smile is right over here. So it's like, excuse me, it's like 2 booths over for Good Smile. Yeah, two aisles over for Good Smile. I'm pretty sure from where the booth is going to be, you could see it. And then you have Yostar over here and Hoyoverse over here, I believe. Bandai Namco is near us as well. So this is a pretty good spot. I can't see the zoomed out version of the map, but I'm curious to see what else is going to be around us and where we're going to be located. It looks like they're going to be located near the medical tent. So that's good news, I guess. So if anything, God forbid, something happens, we're close to the medical tent that's going to be there for Anime NYC. Tempest Strife, welcome to the stream, Tempest. Stream. King Cat Chop says, the brunette with medium bust. Want to see her in person. Which one? Let me go back. Oh, you're talking about this one. The T version? This lovely lady? She's definitely a cutie. All of them are cuties, though. I'm super excited to see them. I haven't seen a pear-shaped girl in person, only seen pictures, so I am very excited to see one in person and see, you know, like how they feel, how they look, you know, possibly how heavy they are comparatively, because you have more vinyl on them. So you're also going to have, look at this, they have the suit for the pear girls. You have the, stupid clicking. You have the flight suit. You have the, what's it called? The biomechanical arms on there. So hopefully these are the girls that we will be seeing at Anime NYC on display. Oh, click too much. And you have another Coco girl with this really cool knitted lavender top. Very, very nice. So you have the banners that he has here. And then the picture of the map. Let's see. Tempest says, I want the nice curls wig. All of them have curls. You have one in particular. Tempest says, feel better. I'm trying to. I actually, in all honesty, I actually feel much, much better than I did last week. It's just for some reason, when I talk, it starts to get like crazy. I've been on antibiotics for about 8 days now. So it's pretty much flushing through my system. And I should be more than better by the time Anime NYC comes around. So I still have a whole nother week to feel better and to get rid of this weird raspy voice. Let's see, ST. Did he ever say confidence was a go? I don't remember him mentioning anything. If anyone else remembers, you know, let us know, but I don't think so. Now, another thing that's interesting is this post here. All right. So, in this post here, he basically says that he has procured an extra table. Now, historically, Danny Chu has had a very large booth at Anime NYC. And he said this year he wants to go with a smaller booth because larger doesn't always mean bigger, or better, rather. So he has a smaller booth. He has a 10-foot table this time for the dolls to be on display. Now, the dolls that are on display are for Danny Chu and his display dolls only. Historically, at past Anime NYCs, owners could bring their dolls and put them on display on the tables. He doesn't want that this year, as he wants his main focus is to display and show the new girls, the new semi-reals, and the new pair body girls. So he asked that owners do not leave their dolls on the display tables this year. However, he has procured an extra table, an extra 10-foot table that will be what he's dubbing the backstage, and that will be for all owner dolls to be placed on. Now, there is no security watching the owner dolls, so it is up to us, doll family, when you're at the event, to make sure to keep an eye out on the dolls on the backstage table, make sure nobody's getting any grabby hands and walking away and running with them. So do take that into account, that staff is not going to be watching the backstage table. They will be watching the main table. So it is up to us, the doll family, to make sure that that backstage is running fine. Now, I will be there. Sandy and John will be there. Sandy and John from My Lady Disdain will be there as well. We will be keeping an eye on the backstage table as best as we can, but our main focus is we are helping out at the booth to help Danny Chu run his booth and talk to customers. So we will try our best to keep an eye on the backstage table. Now, the backstage table, you can't just willy-nilly put your doll on there. You do kind of have to have like a little bit of an application process. Not that you have to sign anything or do anything, but it's limited to whoever has a backstage pass. Now, Danny is going to be giving these backstage passes out to Smart Doll owners at the event. And you are going to put these backstage passes like a lanyard around your doll, as shown in the picture here, and then place them onto the backstage table to display and everybody to see. Now, only dolls with the backstage pass, my understanding is, can be placed on this table. Another rule that Danny has is that you have to use your telescopic stands for your Smart Dolls to be displayed on this table. No C-clamps, no saddle stands, because they take up way too much space. So we're trying to be as frugal as we can on space to make sure everybody has space to display their dolls on. What else? There was another thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah, the dolls that are going to be placed on the backstage are Smart Dolls only. No dolls from any other company can be put on this backstage table. Historically, it didn't matter. You could put whatever doll you wanted on the table, but this year it's reserved only for Smart Dolls. The reason is because apparently there were problems prior where other doll company dolls were sitting on the table, and some people took it as Danny Chu was using other companies' dolls to promote his dolls, and that really wasn't the case. An owner of the doll just put it there. It wasn't anything. It didn't have anything to do with Danny Chu. So to remove any confusion and any misunderstanding, the backstage will be only for Smart Dolls. Now, Danny did not say this part. This is something that I'm assuming. Okay, so this is just my assumption, is that even though it's Smart Doll only for the backstage pass, my assumption is it is also Smart Dolls with Smart Doll clothes on the backstage. For example, you can't have what I'm assuming you can't have. I'm assuming, Danny said nothing of this. This is all my assumptions. I'm assuming you can't put a Smart Doll on the backstage table wearing a third-party excuse me, a third-party clothing, i.e. another brand, such as Azone clothes or Volks clothes on a Smart Doll on the table, as that could cause some confusion as well. Now, can you wear custom-made clothes? Absolutely. If it's something that you bought on Etsy from a private seller that made a custom clothing, you could definitely do that. But if it is an outfit that is pretty well known that it is another brand's outfit, i.e. Azone or Volks, or even other stuff, maybe even like Ipple House, Tea Tree Designs, things like that, on your Smart Doll, and you put it on the table, that may not be allowed, because I can see that, bringing more misunderstandings, which we don't want happening here. So if you are going to bring a smart doll and place it on the backstage, make sure it is a smart doll, and make sure that the clothing is either a custom clothing or smart doll clothing. Please don't put any any branded clothing on your smart dolls and then display them. All right. And then also in this picture, which I'm very excited for, excuse me, is Cortex 2. So Danny has been working on Cortex version 2 in secret for I don't know how long, but we recently have learned about Cortex 2 within the past month. And I'm very excited to hear that the first prototype of Cortex 2 is going to be at Anime NYC. So if you want to see what the new Cortex 2 looks like, there will be a Cortex 2 on display at Anime NYC. Now, in what version, if it is a full-size doll in Cortex, I don't know. I have no idea. Could it just be Cortex parts like we see here in the picture? More than likely. He didn't specify. The only thing that he said at the bottom is the other photo is Cortex 2, but this time fixing all the issues that version 1 had. See progress firsthand at Anime NYC. So notice how he didn't say see a full-size doll. So I'm just saying, we don't know what we're going to get or what we're going to be able to see. It could just be Cortex 2 parts. If we're lucky, maybe a full Cortex 2 doll, but I highly doubt it. It's more than likely going to be parts. It's more than likely going to be some kind of pamphlet that you can look at or poster you can look at with parts and diagrams. Or historically, Danny always had a little iPad on the table playing videos and commercials for smart dolls. So that could also be another thing that we have, is probably a video on the table of Cortex 2's designs and schematics, blah, 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 that kind of thing. That might be more along the lines of what we will see of Cortex 2's progress at Anime NYC. I said Anime NYC like a bajillion times. I wish Anime NYC would sponsor me for saying it so much. But yeah, I'm super excited for Cortex. Now, this other thing here. Another thing that Danny's worried about is for people putting dolls on the backstage. He's asking that you not have girls with headlights on the backstage. At least at first. At first he said, please don't display any dolls with headlights on the backstage, because some people find it, I guess, offensive or something like that, or inappropriate. But either way, it is something that has to do also with Anime NYC's policies. So if you're wondering, oh, but other people have things like that in statues and things. Yeah, but the statues have like little Post-it notes covering it. So I guess that's their way of getting over it. One of the things that Danny said that you could do is, if your dolls just so happen to have headlights, you could try wearing thick clothing, or you could try getting one of these badges that says, I'm just cold, and then just put that on the doll as kind of an explanation. I don't think I need to go into any further in-depth explanation of what that means. But yeah, there's this I'm just cold badge that you can put over your doll's neck while displaying a doll that just so happens to have headlights. But so that we can try to minimize any potential problems, I would urge all owners that if you are going to the event, try your best not to bring any busts with the headlights. I wouldn't say to you don't bring it. I'm just saying, for the sake of having the event go smoothly and not having any misunderstandings, it's probably best if we don't bring any dolls that have headlights. But if you just so happen to, maybe you can wear one of these badges and all will be taken care of. Let's see. Tempest says, wish I could show Danny my crystal cortex, but I can't legitimize about $200+ for a stressful day trip into New York City. Yeah, I feel you there. And it's not the cheapest thing to get into New York City, that's for sure. Kitten Cat says, COVID ruined mine for a while, still not 100%. Yeah, COVID, when I got COVID, like, what was it, like 2 years ago when I had it? I feel like I was never really the same. Afterwards, my voice was a little bit more coarse, I want to say, afterwards. And I feel like I have that whole long COVID thing, but I don't know if that's really true or not. But yeah, I should be fine by next week. Kitcast says they wouldn't refuse if anyone wanted to give them one. One. What does that say? Oh, one backstage pass. We could try and get you one, Kitten Cat Shop. I know you're coming on Sunday. We can try and get you one of those backstage passes. We'll see what we could do. We'll ask Danny. But yeah, the backstage passes are for anyone that wants to put their dolls on the backstage table. Now, I forgot if there was anything else. I don't think you put anything else on there. I think that's it. Okay. Let's see. Some more pictures of headlights. All right. Now there is a couple things that. Where is this? Not this one. Was it this one? No, we talked about this one already. Yeah, we talked about that already. Then it was going back. Okay. Now, going to the timeline pictures. I'm just going to briefly go over this. I don't usually spend too much time on the timelines. But you can see here, there's a couple of new pictures that are going up. One, Cortex fists. At least it looks like Cortex fists. If anything, it's Cyber Shell fists that are in production. And then this one I really want to look at. This is part of the new Cortex 2 shell. Obviously, this is going to be an add-on edition. I really don't think that anyone that purchases a Cortex 2 is going to have this gun arm option. I think this is either just for Danny himself or an optional part that you could buy. But definitely looks pretty cool so far. Then he has this here, more Cortex pictures. So you can see here with the Cortex, that's like half the bicep shell, the other half of the bicep shell. But you also have these other shell pieces, and those shell pieces are where the sides and the top for where the gun was. So that's essentially what those pieces in here are that you see. And then you see the silver piece back here, and then the barrel here in silver, all waiting to dry. And then you can see another one. This is the graphic of them building it out on their computer program for Cortex 2 of this gun arm thing. Kind of reminds me of the gun arm for, what was it? What was it? I think it was Cowboy Bebop, wasn't it? It's a Cowboy Bebop. I'm trying to remember what show. There was a show that the assassin had a gun arm like this, and they used coins. Oh no, it was Ghost in the Shell. That's what it was. It was Ghost in the Shell, where the assassin had a gun just like this built into her arm, but she would instead of bullets, because bullets would obviously illegal and the whole thing, she would load it up with coins. Like, I think it was like 100 yen coins or something like that. And it would literally shoot out of her arm like a shotgun of coins. It was very lethal. It was pretty badass. And you have unlimited ammunition because coins are like pretty much everywhere, all over Japan. Some more progress on some of these gold cyber shell heads. Let's see. More prototype pictures of the gun arm for the Cortex unit. Pretty cool stuff. You have the aqua hair right here. which is very, very nice. Scruffy Looking says Cosmos, and Tempest Strife says Trigun. Makes you think of Xenosaga. Did Cosmos have a gun arm? I thought she had the 2 Gatling cannons, and those didn't come out of her arms. Those were actually separate cannons. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played Xenosaga. Did she have a gun arm? She had a sword arm, right? That came out of her arm. There was a sword. I don't know. Tempest says Trigun. Trigun. Who had a gun arm in Trigun? It wasn't the main character, was it? Vash? Did Vash have a gun arm? Dude, it's been so long since I've watched Trigun. I'm trying to remember. But the one I was thinking about was in Ghost in the Shell. That's the one I was thinking about, was the Ghost in the Shell one. Some pictures here are the biomechanical arms. These look really, really cool. I want one of those. Those are pretty cool. And then Scruffy Looking says, same here, been a long time. I remember gun attachments. Yeah, the gun attachments were like 2 Gatling guns that she had. Batman says, yeah. But yeah to what, Batman? Which one are you answering yeah to? The Trigun one? Is it the Trigun one? More pictures. CAD pictures of the Cortex-2 arm. Notice how in these pictures he starts off with the list on the left that says Cortex-2 for the file names. And then progressively as we go up, Cortex-2. And then where's the other one? There was another one. Is it this one? Here, yeah, this one, the newest one. All in Japanese. He hid the Cortex-2 name files. But you do see the Cortex-2 at the very bottom of the picture. Very bottom of the picture does say Cortex-2. Then you have here, I'm not really sure what he's showing us with this. Like, is this basically just like a template of what the Cyber Shell would look like? Because I'm assuming this is not a mask. Because usually his masks are made out of like copper or some kind of metal or whatever that you spray paint on. This is probably like a mock-up design of what he wants it to look like, which I think this is what it currently looks like, doesn't it? I feel like this is what the Cyber Shell currently looks like for the bust. Now, other things for more Cyber Shell stuff. You got the paint mask with the purple Cyber Shell. Now, this is interesting. He's experimenting with colors. So, now, is this? Oh, excuse me. Now, is this experimentation with colors for eye makeup or experimentation with colors for tattoos? Because he could just be using this bicep piece as just a regular old vinyl piece just to mess with colors. Or this could be a hint. Because you know how Danny Chu is. He always puts in like little hints here and there of his stuff that's coming out. So I'm wondering if like he's showing possibility of tattoos because it's on an arm, which is historically a very famous part of your body that people get tattoos on, aside from the quote-unquote tramp stamp area. or like just like around the ankle area kind of thing. Forearm, bicep is a pretty popular place where people get tattoos. I don't know, man. I'm just speculating. It's speculation zone right now. And we have a vast amount of different colors that he's experimenting here. You have your greens, your oranges, your reds, your yellows, your blues and purples. So I'm not really sure what we're looking at and what we're trying to discern from this picture, but tattoos would be kind of cool. Just curious what it would look like. I would bet it was a miscast being used as a sample. Yeah, probably. That's what I'm thinking it is too. I'm probably reading way too much into it, and he's just got like some random piece that he found that's not going to be in use and just started messing with colors. But what is he messing the colors with though? What was he messing around with it for? On the vinyl? Is he trying to see how makeup would look on the vinyl? Oh, you know what's another thing? Aren't these pride colors? He could probably be using it as like maybe he's experimenting with pride colors for whiskers for pride. Is he experimenting with colors for makeup on how it would come out and look on vinyl? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Corey says, I will never stop hoping that he is testing for green skin tone so I can have my She-Hulk. Listen, he did it before. I would have to really dig far deep into my archives to find it. But he had a green prototype way back in the day before blue was even released. Because Interstellar Blue was the first fantasy color. Before blue was released, he had a picture of blue and green prototypes. Now, the green prototype he had back then, it wasn't a She-Hulk green. It was more like a very light pastel-y green. But he messed with it before. Who knows? He might go back to it at some point. But we've had Interstellar Blue. We've had Galactic Gray. And I think... excuse me. I think the next one we're going to get, because the way it's looking, is that we're going to get Black Navy as the next one. Chair sinking again. I think Black Navy is going to be the next one to look out for. Now, there is... Where is this other post? There was another post I wanted to talk about with you guys. Where did it go? Okay, here it is. This is it. Okay, so Danny made this post today, actually. Made a post saying, I'm reaching out to gather your thoughts on a product concept that was very personal to me. Many who were close to me have been lost to cancer, and I'm pretty much sick of it. Sorry to hear that, Danny. I feel you on that, as I recently lost somebody as well. And when he started Googling phrases like F cancer, I noticed that the middle finger gesture is a common symbol of defiance in this context. I'm considering creating a vinyl version of this hand gesture for Smart Doll. These would be sold as option parts, but we'd offer them for free to Smart Doll owners who are either fighting cancer or have triumphantly overcome it. What are your thoughts on the appropriateness and impact of this idea? This would be the F Cancer option hand part, offered in cocoa, tea, cinnamon, gray, and black navy. Now, I am on the fence on this idea. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm not opposed to the usage of the middle finger. In my personal life, I have used it many a times, unfortunately. I shouldn't be proud of it, but I have used it many times in my lifetime. And probably more in the future at some point. But for this channel, I usually try to keep like things as family friendly as I can on this channel. And for my girls, my personal dolls, like my dolls, the background story or the characterization of my characters that I own, I personally wouldn't have them using the F Cancer finger. I understand what it stands for in this particular meaning, but I don't think I would personally use it for my dolls. I just feel like it'll bring a different aura around my doll if they had that kind of gesture. But I'm not saying that other people shouldn't. If this is a cause that you believe in and this is a cause that you want to get behind, by all means, get one of those F Cancer hand parts and show your support and participation. I will show my support for it because I definitely say F Cancer as well, having lost individuals to cancer also. So I am definitely in support of F Cancer. I don't think I'll show my support in the form of a a middle finger, but I am more than willing to do any kind of like t-shirt or something that says F cancer or cancer awareness or things like that. For those of you that have known me for quite some time or watched some of my videos from the past, I always have a pink ribbon on my backpack everywhere I go for breast cancer awareness, as that is a charity and awareness and a thing that I like to support and show my support for, and and I always donate to it whenever I have the ability to. That's like one of my charities that I like to champion. But like I'm definitely behind the whole like F cancer thing. I think that's great. I just don't know about the hand gestures. I do know that in the past there, and I'm not going to name any names, but there was a doll company that offered that was selling hand parts that had the middle finger up, and I don't know how well that went for that company. And I know I've seen those hand parts floating around on Twitter in some random pictures. But yeah, if this is something that Danny wants to pursue and wants to create hand parts for, I'm okay with it. I wouldn't put it on my dolls, but I'm okay with it. I have no problem with it. You do you, Danny. If that's something that you want to champion and something that you want to support and show your support for, I think it's a good idea. Like if you want to do it, you could definitely do that. My Lady Disdain had her own little thing, is that she said, I think you should do it, but apart from marketing it the way you do, you will have a lot of smart doll owners posting photos to social media with the middle finger gestures, and kids will see them. That is a valid concern. That is a concern of mine as well. Like, I don't know if I want to post pictures of my dolls with that, because out of context, like if people don't know what the context behind it is, then they're just going to see that my doll is being profane, I guess you could say, or vulgar. But unless you know behind it. So I believe My Lady Disdain also had another suggestion which said, the hand is a more powerful statement. The chibi tee would soften it a lot. Maybe a middle finger hand with a ribbon tattoo on it. Yeah, like you could do that as well, so that there's no like confusion as to whether your doll is just being like vulgar or if it's actually doing it in support. Because out of all honesty, I didn't know that was something that people were doing as a support for F cancer kind of stuff. I had no idea. But yeah, if this is something that Danny wants to champion, I think he should definitely champion it. If that's something that he believes in and he wants to support, by all means, he should be free to do so. I think like he could also do like something like a t-shirt. Like he has like a lot of t-shirts for Smart Doll that has various sayings and things like that. I think that could also be one. I would buy an F Cancer t-shirt for my Smart Doll, as long as it says like F Cancer and not like the actual whole word. Because again, for DMCA reasons, also on YouTube as well, or Instagram and stuff like that. That's just not an image that I want there to be of from my social media standpoint. But if that's something that he wants to champion, he should definitely be allowed to champion. I think it's fine. Let's see. Ken Cat Shop says, I want a pinch hand to hold chopsticks, pens, etc. more acceptable than this. That would be pretty cool, actually. If there was like a hand part that can hold chopsticks, like a pinching hand part, yeah, I think that would be kind of cool to like have your dolls like, because then the lovely folks at Kitten Cat Shop could make a Chinese takeout box, right? Like as a little prop, you could have like a little Chinese takeout box, and then you'll get your doll hand with the pinching hands and make some chopsticks, and then it looks like they're eating. I fully support that. That would be awesome. I like Save the Tatas. Yeah. For the longest time, I had no idea what that meant. when my very early years working as a mechanic. I think I was only a mechanic for maybe 2 weeks or something like that. It was like very early on in my career. One of my coworkers, I noticed he had a bumper sticker on his car that said "Save the Tatas," and I didn't know what it meant. And I used to make fun of it all the time. I was like, "What the hell is a Tata?" I was like, "He keeps like, what's the?" I didn't understand what the bumper sticker was. And then when they explained it to me and I understood what it meant, I was like, oh, okay. So it's just one of those things. Like if it's taken out of context and you don't know what it is, like it could be taken the wrong way. So something like that, like Save the Tatas, like, if you don't know what it means, then you're kind of like, what is that? Like, that's a weird bumper sticker. I don't know. Same thing with the F Cancer hand part. Without any context behind it, it just kind of looks like your dolls are being kind of vulgar. So I would be careful with that. But again, a lot of really cool ideas are coming out from the comment section here on Twitter. Is people saying, like My Lady Disdain having like a little ribbon tattoo, other people suggesting having a t-shirt to go along with it, things of that nature would definitely be pretty cool as well, if he wants to launch this the F Cancer campaign, which is definitely a very noble campaign to take up, because unfortunately a lot of people are being lost to all different forms of cancer, and it's just really sad. It's just really sad. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's everything, right? Yeah, that's it. If you guys are noticing why I'm looking like this and looking like this, it's because I have multiple monitors. And then in order to see my main monitor, because C2's in my face, I kind of have to look around her to see it. But that's it. That's everything for today's episode, today's live stream of the Doll Symposium. Like for the past couple streams, we have been doing live streams of the Doll Symposium. I find it to just be easier for me to do because I don't have to edit anything. It's just all out there as is, mistakes and all. And it just saves me a lot of time, so I don't have to stay up late editing. I know that might sound like a lazy thing, but it's just I have a lot of other things that I need to do in my personal life, and if I can get rid of one extra thing like editing, then all the better, because it just saves me time to go and pursue other things that I want to do. But it's also bad too, because the amount of time that I don't edit, you start to lose those skills. So when I was editing C2's video, it actually took me a lot longer than usual to edit that video, because I started to forget how to do things. So that's one of the downsides to doing live streams all the time. You start to lose some of those essential editing skills that you build up and learn over time. Oh boy. So yeah, this is pretty much the last that you guys are going to hear from me until Anime NYC, which is quite honestly just your normal amount of time that you see me. It's just, it won't be a normal Beyond the Doll episode next week. It'll be it'll be 2 live streams from Anime NYC. So hopefully I will see you guys there. Remember, next week, Friday through Sunday, November 17th through 19th, Anime NYC, Danny Chu and Smart Doll will be there. We will have a booth there. Saturday, September 18th at 2 p.m., I will be having a doll meetup for anybody who wants to just meet up and hang out and get, mingle with other doll owners. And I will also be doing a scavenger hunt to win some prizes for the event. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully I didn't blow out your headphones or your speakers by coughing into the microphone. I tried my best to cover my mouth or point away from the mic. So I hope I didn't blow out your ears. But I'm going to go back to resting and not talking so I can rest and my voice and rest my throat so it can heal faster. But I will see you guys that are coming to Anime NYC. And for those of you not, I will see you guys in the live stream. C2 will be coming with me. excuse me, C2 will be coming with me to Anime NYC. So if you are going and you weren't able to purchase yourself a C2, you will be able to see her there. She will be on display. And I will bring also a Dolphy Dream of my choice for the doll meetup on Saturday that you guys will be able to check out. I don't know who I'm going to bring this year. Last year I brought Cheryl Gnome. So I don't know who I'm going to bring this year to Anime NYC for one of my Dolphys, but I'll bring somebody. Somebody's going to come with me. But yeah, that's everything for today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much or blow out your speakers. But I think that's it for me today. So that's it for me, your host Shizusan. Hopefully you found today's information informative. And thank you to my lovely assistant for sitting there and being beautiful. And I will see you guys next week. So take care, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.